Just silence and my footsteps down the hallway. That night, I checked into a modest hotel 10 minutes from home. I sat on the bed, stared at the ceiling, and tried to understand how the people I'd loved most could turn love into a transaction. I thought about all the birthdays, the dance recitals, the hospital visits. I'd shown up for every moment that mattered, and now I was being asked to pay for their affection like it was a monthly subscription. I didn't sleep much, but I knew what I had to do next. Chapter 2. The smile and the goodbye. I woke up the next morning with a numbness that felt almost medicinal. The kind of emotional anesthesia you develop when you finally stop trying to patch things that have been leaking for years. The hotel coffee was bitter, the kind that clung to your tongue and left you more tired than awake. I didn't check my phone. I didn't call my wife. I sat in that dimly lit room with yesterday's silence still echoing in my ears. And for the first time in years, I allowed myself to ask the question, do they love me or do they just expect me to show up and hand things over? I wasn't angry yet. That would come later. What I felt in that moment was something far colder. Disappointment mixed with clarity. I started running back through every interaction with Lacey over the past few years, looking for the turning point. When had our talk stopped being conversations and turned into invoices? Was it when she started dating Eric, her husband? Was it when she got married and suddenly stopped asking how I was and only called when she needed something? Or had she always seen me as an emergency fund with a father's face? By noon, I checked out of the hotel. I didn't go home. I drove. No destination, just the open road, the hum of the tires against asphalt, and the kind of peace you only find when you're finally alone with the truth. I ended up at a lakeside park, sat on a bench for what must have been 2 hours. Around me, families were laughing, kids feeding ducks, couples taking selfies. I was alone, but I wasn't lonely. Not in the way I had been at home. When I finally turned my phone back on, there were 3 missed calls from Marcia and 2 from Lacey. No voicemails, just a trail of unanswered calls, like digital footprints leading back to a place I no longer wanted to enter. I didn't call back. I didn't text. I sat with the discomfort of not responding. And strangely, it started to feel good. That evening, I returned home. I walked into the kitchen and saw Marcia at the sink rinsing vegetables like it was any other day. She didn't turn around. She just said, "You can't just disappear like that." "I needed space," I said. "From your family," she snapped, finally turning to face me. Her eyes weren't red, not swollen, just annoyed like I'd been an inconvenience. "Yes, from you. From this house. From being treated like a bank with shoes." She rolled her eyes. "You're being dramatic." I studied her face, searching for even a flicker of recognition or understanding, but there was nothing. Just the same look she gave when the remote batteries died or the Wi-Fi went out. Mild irritation, no depth. "Lacey's your daughter," she said again. "She was desperate and you abandoned her." "No," I said calmly. "She gave me a choice. I made it." "She'll cut you off for this," she warned. I nodded. "If that's the cost of peace, I'll pay it." Marcia scoffed. "You're choosing ego over family." "No," I said, voice steady, eyes locked on hers. "I'm choosing myself. Something none of you have done in a long time." She didn't respond, just stood there, jaw tight, as if waiting for me to backtrack. I didn't. Instead, I gave her a sad smile. Not out of spite, but out of something even heavier. Acceptance. I had loved this woman for over 30 years. We'd built a home, raised children, faced losses, celebrated wins. But in that moment, I realized something painful and simple.